Okay, we're here today with Fionn Dobbin from Mammu, and we just want to get to know you, find out more about Mammu and how you started out. So if you can tell us about that, that'd be great.
Sure. So as you already said, my name is Fionn, and I'm one of the founders of Mammu Production, and Mammu is a social business fashion company which was founded around 3 years ago with Andres Rubens, who is my partner in this company, and myself. And the goal of Mammu is to support mothers, to give them the possibility to work and to combine childcare and earning money. So our employees are mothers who can't find a job due to the fixed working hours on the job market. And so what we are doing is we are training them, we're showing them how to produce our fashion accessories, and we show them with lawyers how to set up a micro production company. And then we give them textiles, they go home, and then when the children are playing or sleeping or in kindergarten or wherever, then they can produce our products. And then we buy them off them, and then we function like a normal small fashion company. So we do the product placement, the marketing, and so on.
How long have you guys been working with this?
Well, actually, the whole company started when I was working for Grameen Creative Lab. And Grameen Creative Lab is the think tank of Dr. Mohammed Yunus. He's the inventor of social business and the inventor of microcredit. And I was in a conference, and it was a very funny moment when I think all the guys who were on this conference, one moment we had to all stand in a circle. And so there were all these different leaders and young guys, but many of them, they were wearing scarves and hats. And then there was the spokesman of Adidas, and he had to hold a small introduction to the teamwork. And he was looking around and said, everyone is wearing a scarf, what's this? And so he took a scarf from someone else and took a hat from someone else, made fun about everyone wearing a scarf. And so this was actually the moment where really everyone in design and in the social business movement was wearing scarves. And this was one of the first initiators that we thought, okay, a scarf is something actually which is a strong symbol of being creative and working in the field of social business. But this was, of course, with a humorous point of view. I was thinking about this. And the whole idea actually started when a friend of mine, he told me about his sister. And the sister, she became a widow through a car accident where her husband died. And so she had to care for all the children on her own. She had to renovate her house on her own. She had to work at the same time. She couldn't handle it. So my friend, he stopped working in Berlin. He came over to Riga and started supporting his sister. And I was thinking then together with Andres Rubens, how can we solve this problem, and what is actually the problem? And the problem is that there is no flexible working hours on the job market. And we thought, okay, we can solve this with decentral work. And we thought, okay, decentral production is easy. And we started with a scarf. One time because I had this funny experience with the guy from Adidas, and then the other time was because just a scarf is something very simple to produce, and it's visible. Yeah, so if you produce underpants, nobody sees that you're wearing them. And we wanted to create something where people feel they're part of some creative, vibrant social movement. So we started actually with something very strong and symbolic and easy to produce. And I think we meditated over this idea half a year or nearly a year. And then there was the Moment's fashion show. It was actually in the same building as we are now. And Damien Carlier, the head of the Moment's fashion show, he said, listen, you were telling me half a year ago about this project of yours. Well, we're having the Moment's fashion show in 6 weeks. Would you like to show your product? At this moment, we didn't have a brand name. We didn't have a brand identity. We had no business cards. We had no products. We had nothing. And then really in 1.5 months, we produced the fashion collection. We produced the identity. We created our web page, our flyers, the photo shootings and products, and we did the exhibition here in the Moment's fashion show. And this we did with a budget of 400 euros. So it was really very energetic, very short term on the end where we designed this product and the company.
Now, the mothers that actually work at Mammu, that are able to be employed here, are they from Latvia or are they from other countries as well?
At the moment, they're only from Latvia, but at the moment we are also getting many requests from guys from Brasilia, from Germany, from France, from Indonesia, who would like to set up Mammu Indonesia, Mammu Brasilia, Mammu, even Mammu Kosovo. There was the idea. So we're working on it. Actually, what we want to do, we want to create Mammu in such a way that it's like a seed, and someone can take it and he can plant this company in his own country and can create his own Mammu with his own accessories, with his own designers. And our idea is we do a little bit the global creative directing in the future from Riga, tell them the guidelines, tell them which direction they should go, and
let them flourish.
And let them flourish on their own.
That's fantastic. What kind of products? Because you started off with scarves, but as much as I've seen here in the office and in your website, you're creating also other things. What kind of things are they?
Yeah, at the moment, we started with the first collection with Liva Saula, where we did a scarf collection. And what is very important for us that the products we are producing, that they are not fast fashion. We want to create long-lasting, eternal fashion. That means it's not trends what we are creating in that sense. We really want to create something which is actual and interesting and vibrant over the years. So we adopt ourselves in our designs, of course, through textiles and colors to what the people need at the moment. So in autumn we don't sell neon-colored scarves like we do it now this summer, yeah. But in autumn we would sell them black scarves and brown scarves because people want those colors because they fit into their mood. And then quickly we started a new collection with Hader. She did a collection made from tracksuit materials. And actually next month we will have a product launch where we'll launch our t-shirt collection, and we will launch a collection by Maro Rolls. They're also very known, excellent Latvian designers, so they did more upmarket, very beautiful collection for us. Then we will launch also the product collection from Alonia Bauska. She runs the label Kuku. So there we're producing silk scarves. I just see one on the table. So silk scarf, we are printing it in Italy with different designs she made. And here we're cutting them into different shapes, and then we are creating different accessories out of it. And in the same time, we will also launch our Mammu product collection. So at the moment we are producing products, and we will also launch them next month. And it is furniture for fashion. And it is furnitures where the main parts of the furnitures are gathered on the countryside in the Latvian forest by fathers and grandfathers. So we have like coat hangers which are made from branches, and then we here in the office and together with production partners produce and design some very slick, beautiful elements which we connect in all the little pieces which have been gathered on the countryside. So it's again decentral production, but in the field of industrial design.
Now, when you started off, obviously you had to build this up from the ground, and as much as I can see, it's still growing. And
it is still
with the seed concept further on in the world, it's going to keep growing. What have been some of the keys to your success?
Well, which keeps really the company running is that Mammu is a little bit like the Wikipedia of fashion. So where we're here at the moment is our office, and it's a little bit like the central nerve system. It's like the brain, and from here we connect all our partners, all the people who are part of the movement. And I think, which is very important for us, that for example in marketing we don't try to spend any money for marketing. We really believe in that creativity beats the capital, that you need strong ideas, and that you don't need a lot of money. And what is also keeps us moving, and which you can call success, is that we are going small steps, and that we started with a small step. We started with 400 euros. Said let's create a company, let's create a fashion label. And many people say, okay, I would like to create a company, but first I need 200,000 euros from an investor. And I believe that's not true. I think you just should go out and you should just do it, and you shouldn't think about the money, because good ideas don't need money, but money needs good ideas. So always start with a good idea, and then everything rolls and flows from its own.
Absolutely, absolutely. We find that also in the other people that we talk to, and it's definitely one of the keys to success. What about challenges? What kind of challenges did you experience when you started out, or maybe you're still experiencing?
All the time. Of course, the challenge is that we know nothing, and well, now we know a little bit more about the fashion industry. So we are launching, T-shirts in autumn and silk scarves in the winter time, and we do kind of everything wrong. But we're doing everything wrong in some point because we don't understand how the whole industry is working. We're also kind of a little bit different, and through this also we get attention. Yeah. So I think one guy from DDB, he said when the world says Zig, you should say Zach, and we are like the Zach.
Exactly. Wow. Some of the people here at home, they, or people watching, not at home, maybe they're at work, but they're also trying to unlock some creativity in their lives. And obviously you guys are very creative here. What are some of the ways how you unlock creativity in your team and for the people, maybe the mothers that work at Mammu?
Yeah, well, with creativity, there's an interview with Ai Weiwei. He's one of the leading the leading Chinese contemporary artist, one of the most successful. And he was asked, how can you learn creativity? And he said, well, you can't learn it. The only thing you can do, you can unlearn it. And because everyone who is born and is a child is extremely creative. And with time, creativity is being educated out of us. And so what is very, very important is to maintain this creativity or to unlock it and unleash it again, because it was there, but you just lost it, is to be playful, to have a playful mind. And that means to see the world through the eyes of a child and not to be afraid. Yeah? So fear is one of the main blockers in creativity. You're afraid of being judged by others. Yeah? And that's why people go the conservative path, the path other people walked already, which is proven, where you can't make anything wrong. And people are afraid that people will laugh about them if they go a new way, because creativity, entrepreneurship, and so it's always connected to also to failure. And I think creativity and failure is very important, because you try a lot of strategies, and maybe from 10, 4 function. And so you have to deal also with the situation that not everything what you're doing is immediately a success. And creativity is really about taking the existing and to putting it into a new context, and being able to become from a passive person to an active person. And at Mammu, we are doing it through being playful, to experimenting around, to trying new ways and solutions. Yeah? And it can be small little things, like we have swings in our office where we swing around, and this already can just open your senses, and you see your office from a different perspective. Because if you fly up in the air and you see your office from up, then well, you see it different. Maybe this helps you to develop new strategies.
Exactly. So where can people get Mammu products today?
They can get it on our webpage. They're always welcome to come to our office. Yeah, so they can call us up. Our numbers are on our webpage. And then there's different great stores, and we are selling them. There's Luca Booker selling them at the Opera. Then I think Luca Booker at Riyadh is selling them. Pavilions in Riga is selling them. Made in Latvia is selling them. Then we have a store in Germany selling them. And many more places to come. So we're just working on this.
Exactly. For the people watching this, now, obviously a lot of them are searching for their way of getting some success in their lives. Maybe they're stuck, maybe they feel like they're entrapped in their work or something else. What do you suggest for them?
Well, I suggest to go out and play, to go out and experiment, and to not be afraid of failing. And to sometimes one has to stop thinking and meditating on the things one wants to do, and just has to go out and do it. So it always starts with one step, and this very, very first step is very important. So go a small step. I was together with a colleague of mine recently on a seminar in Cambridge, where was Bill Owlett. He's the head of the entrepreneurial center of MIT. The university in America, and he said, as one advice for entrepreneurs, you should do every day something which scares the crap out of you. And I think that's a good advice. Go out and do something crazy you've never done before. Just go out and do it. Yeah, like Nike, just do it.
All right, Fionn, thank you for the interview, and we're excited about your product and the concept that you're building in the world with helping single mothers and mothers who are in relationships, but people who want to step out and do something different. So thank you for the interview.
You're welcome. Take care. Ciao.